Hi Leo, I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing good. I'm Clarissa, thank you for joining me. And if you're here, it's because it's a love bonus. So thank you so much for making it happen. And if you like the message in the reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's happening for Leo. Let's see what the first card is for Leo. Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is very giving and receiving. You know, there's this balance in what you need to give. You know, in terms of security, you feel like the security that you want to give in the connection has to be reciprocated. Definitely has to be an equal measure. You want to see effort. you want to see your connection put the effort in with you, and then you will give, and the more they give, the more you will give, because you're very giving. Leos are very giving. Oops. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a water sign card. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancerian. You could also be dealing with someone who's very much in touch with their emotions, and very much gives, in terms of emotional well-being, spirituality, really highly intuitive. So they could be using their spirituality or their emotions or intuitive as a gift in some way, or as a tool to be a part of the connection. It could be what they do in general. But the Queen of Cups, she's looking at the Six of Pentacles. So again, I think she is understanding that there has to be this balance here as well, and wanting to give what she can give in terms of emotion. She can give in terms of the balance, but for them it's coming from an emotional point of view. The Three of Cups. Yeah, Three of Cups again, it does speak about growing in emotions, wanting to create new, defining emotional connection. Something must have changed in terms of how things have been feeling. There's this understanding of emotional growth that wants to develop here. Maybe there's been some epiphanies or awakenings for the person you're connected with, and they want to focus on this emotional growth with you. Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Again, this speaks highly of emotional growth and intuitiveness between this person. There's somebody, or both of you know each other's emotions, or know what each other wants in terms of growth and emotion. There is this real opportunity to have some emotional growth here. Connection, just really everything that you want. Maybe this person at the moment is ticking your boxes. Right now, your connection could be ticking all the right boxes for you. Okay. We have here the Five of Wands. So there could be something about your connection, or maybe you, where there's a little bit of competition here, there's competitive energy, like a little bit of a tussle. So whether there's other energies involved in this connection that, you know, feel like they've got something to say, or, you know, feel like they, you know, just another involvement in some way. It doesn't just have to be third party. It could be any sort of energy that wants to get involved in your relationship, wants to, you know, have some, just have a place. You know, there could be, you could be, I mean, it could mean options as well, but you know, I think it's in terms of some people want, there's some energies that want to have a point of view in your connection. Oh, so sorry, all these cards. Good. Right. Good shuffle, please. Okay. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the air cards you could do with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it also speaks of, you know, fast communication. So you're leading on from the Five of Wands. You know, there could be some words spoken, and people just want to say what they want to say. It's almost as though it's not a permanent situation. It's very quick. You know, the Five of Wands here and Knight of Swords is in and out. So it could be like a conversation that, you know, it challenges maybe some of the feelings that you have in this relationship, because you might feel a certain way, but there might be others who want to, you know, give you a different point of view about how they feel about things for your love connection. It doesn't necessarily mean they're right or wrong. It's just that they have an opinion. And I think sometimes, you know, Leo, you like to defend your love. You like to defend your choices. So this could be something that is almost like manifested into your conversation, because you want to, almost like you want to know how you feel about this connection. So showing how, whether you agree or whether you defend, shows your point of view about the love that you have, feelings that you have towards this. Okay. The Strength card. This is your major arcana, Leo. This is it. You know, there's something about this connection that you've got to have, you know, strength for. You've got to, you know, defend, because maybe something about it is, you know, different, or the things that happened in the past relating to your connection that that others just, you know, they feel like they've got to protect you and defend you also. So I feel like there's, and because you want to make changes, you want to grow, you see a high connection here, high emotional connection here. Maybe it's something different. And so you're having to be brave in this situation, show your courageousness for how you want your love to be. You don't want to be determined on what other people think. Four of Pentacles. This is perfect for you, right? Because Four of Pentacles speaks highly of containing what you believe is your emotional security, and you know, your concept of stability. So, you know, it just means that sometimes you've got to retain and create some barriers. You've got to, you know, say what you need to say, but ultimately create a container for yourself, a container for the love that you want to have. So you can easily defend your point of view and your belief about the things that you want. The Four of Pentacles also could mean, because it does relate to Pentacles, money situations. So Four of Pentacles is saying, again, retain and contain your finances so you can allow room for your concept of growth. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands definitely speaks highly about action. You know, it's almost as though the action that you've taken in things, it's got you to where you want to go. And now there's going to be the ending of certain actions, the ending of certain afflictions, things that want to just come in and be antagonizing force for you. You're changing the way it is. I think you're just making a stance. You just want an end to certain things. The 10 is ending. It means completion. It means you've experienced all you can in one energy, and now you're moving on to another energy here. Let's get some clarification for you, Leo. Okay, let's clarify the 6 of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is saying that there's so many different emotions to dwell in, to think about. There could be you're having to really concentrate on all these different emotions that have been coming in, whether it's been other people imposing these emotions onto you, or whether it's just having to decide which direction you want to choose. Over the 6 of Pentacles, and you wanted to choose. It's almost as though you want to decide which emotion is the one you want to grow with, the one that you want to be reciprocated in this connection with, because you felt so many things, and you almost like there's a caution about which is the right one, because you've just had so many ups and downs in the emotional connection that your previous connection, that you're deciding which one is the best one to take. It's almost like, okay, I want this reciprocating connection, reflection of the things that I want to put in, and maybe you have to see a little bit more to make sure that you're knowing that you're going in the right direction. Almost like the key, like, okay, this is the one. Okay, let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords really speaks about learning how to communicate and understand this connection. There could be something about maybe this person's quite so ethereal that there's a little bit of having to learn the way they see the world, or maybe there's some things that are helping you to see the world, because the Queen of Cups could also be the energy that you're in at the moment, so you could be becoming more spiritual. And so there is learning process, and really having to understand the intricacies of your mind and how you connect your heart space and your mind space together. There's almost like a growing process here. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. The Page of Cups. Again, this is there's like a lot of changes within this connection. Again, you're trying to understand and learn these emotions that are your experience at the moment. You're trying to identify what they are. You understand that there is this need for growth here, but it's almost like you're trying to figure some things out. And what is it that you're actually feeling? It's almost like, is there a potential of newness here? A potential of you just don't want things to be disastrous. You want things to be smooth sailing. So I think there's a little bit of caution here. You're just holding back in some things. Because you ultimately do want this love, you want this connection to grow, but you've just been through things. So you're understanding that you just got to do bit by bit. Again, have this courage, have this strength here. Let's clarify. 9 of Cups. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles speaks highly of manifestation. Highly. It's almost as knowing that you've learned, you've gone through these things, you've learned so much, that you've almost become a master. You've almost become a master of your experiences. So now, I think this is where this confusion can come in, because you're identifying things, you're identifying the feeling with the things that you've been through. So you're thinking which one was the best one, which one was the key. But it's almost like you've got to use all your experiences to understand that they're going to create new experiences for you. They're going to create new emotions. You almost have to trust that what you've been through is creating something else for you. Let's clarify the 5 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. This was the first card that came out. So again, there is this, you're really wanting your energies and your emotion to be received, to give, you reciprocating, you give with the understanding that they give, and then maybe there's a wrestle for this, maybe there's this caution, maybe other people think that this is not what's going to happen, that maybe you're connecting with something that is not receiving and not giving. So my necklace is twisted here. So you want to make sure there's a little bit of cautionary here. So you want to make sure that what you're going to almost invest into this connection is going to be received, and so you don't want to be taken advantage of. Essentially, I think this is what's happened in the past. The 9 of Swords. Let's clarify my sword here. Swords. The Hangman. The Hangman is Pisces card, and it definitely speaks of changing your perspective. It's almost as though you've gone through this creating acknowledgement, enlightenment. There's a greater understanding of the things that mean the most to you, and so you're used to people saying what they want to say about your choices, and sometimes you need that because it helps you to stand strong in your principles. There's something about this time at the moment where you just wanted to change the way things are. Maybe you don't want as many people involved, or you wanted to keep it a bit for yourself. You want to go on this experience by yourself, and just keep it sacred. Let's clarify the Strength card. Okay, the Strength card. Okay, alrighty. So yeah, this is something really different for you. Although what you're feeling at the moment is different. There's been some changes here. You've gone through this, I don't know, whether it's self-awareness, self-awakening, where you're understanding the power of you. This speaks highly of using your own power. under the Eight of Pentacles as well, you know, and deciding the emotions that are going to be manifesting for you. What is going to be your manifestation of stability and security here? You using your full power of awareness here, Leo. This is amazing. Strength, clarifying the strength. You just can't beat that in your own reading. This says that truly follow your heart, truly believe in yourself, truly understand that you are the master of you. This is amazing. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. I literally feel like I've been wrestling with your cards. The Death card. You deal with Scorpio on top of the Four of Pentacles. Again, this is, you know, that's something that I would love to know what's going on here. If you just tell me what's going on in the comments, because this speaks of high transformation. There is again an ending of a certain feeling, a certain concept, you know, the way people treat you in the past or the way things have been is coming to an end. It's almost like you're taking this chance to really define how things are going to be in the future. You want a new birthing of this, you know, relationship, a new way of doing things, new concept of security, emotional stability. It's really good. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. Four of Pentacles. This came out earlier as well again. So allowing yourself to make sure you retained what is your concept of security, of emotional stability, because you have to allow room for manifestation. If you give too much away, then what is going to be served for you? And served for the new actions that you want to take, and the new decisiveness that you feel like you're developing. If you don't contain some of that, retain it for your own growth and for this connection, then where is it going to be dispersed? Where is it going to be taken? So I think there's, you know, again, there's some double cards here that have coming up where there's a real focus on strength and emotional and financial security here. Retaining some of that for that yourself is almost like containing the situation so it doesn't be afflicted by the thoughts of others, what you normally used to, and just experiencing it for itself and what it is, and allowing it to grow in its own space. Okay, let's get some oracle cards for you, Leo. Okay, 3 cards for Leo. The Sword and Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Wow, I love these cards. This definitely speaks of, you know, that container we've been discussing in this reading, because in this container there's a certain emotion and certain feelings that come out that help you know, acknowledge who you are, strengthen who you are outside of this container. You do feel like you've got to protect it with all your strength here. So, you know, it's really understanding that you're aware of your own truth, and there's a process of maybe more clarity in this, you know, understanding that the way you've had to defend yourself, the way you've had to defend your emotions in this containing relationship. You've got to have a force on it. You've got to get more understanding about it, and it empowers you as well. Okay, let's get another card here. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So yeah, I think again, this is some things of the past that have happened. They sometimes do filter into the decisions that you want to make, and the decisions regarding some things in your relationship, in your connection. Because again, we go through patterns and we go through cycles. So even though a person may not be there now, the energy or the stain that they've left in the past, can come out, especially if they're still involved in your connection in some way. Like, every person has a step that links to you. So sometimes you've got to find a way to just completely heal from some of the things, and sometimes it does take another connection to help soothe the things that we've gone through. But sometimes when patterns show up again, it creates that connection to the old. So I think this is where it is to must create a little bit of a container to understand that some of the outside energies, they reflect things with the past, and then they get into the connection and or your concept of growth, or your concept of the love that you want to have. Let's get one more card in the air. Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Whew. Yeah, I think again, this understanding that you've got to protect what is precious, what is feeling really, really good for you, and highlight and growing that, and it's creating this phase of change for you. It's the love that you can gain, that you're looking forward, that you're looking into, is definitely creating some healing energies for you. It's creating the hug that's been needed for the inner child. Okay, Leo, so let's get some asks here for you. Okay, first card here. Expect miracles. Oh wow, amazing. So expect miracles. Really, again, it talks about trusting the decisions that you've made, trusting where you want things to go. This is perfect. So it's really saying that the things that you've gone through, you've manifested the way you got to now because of the things that you've had to. And so again, you're allowed to have hope, you're allowed to, have happiness. So you can expect these things to happen in your life. Surrender. So sometimes you have to surrender to your own wants and your own needs, understanding what is more important for you, understanding that what is there right in the center of your heart doesn't have to be a tussle. and other people's thoughts about the things that you're going through. It doesn't have to be always that way. You've got to interact with antagonizing energies. You can just surrender to your own wants, your own needs, and just take a step back here. Yes, again, it's an amazing positive card. This is almost like Leo's card. This is like another strength card. This is saying that you are fully entitled to the things that you want. The answers that you want right now, whatever the question is a yes. If it leads to a positive outcome, it's a yes. And it's saying, go for it here, Leo. This is amazing for you, Leo. Thank you so much, Leo. I hope you like the reading, and I love doing it for you. And if you do, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, take care. Bye.